everybody! Welcome. It's Lady Nikazawa here, and today we're going to be getting into some VTuber news. But before we do, please make sure to smash subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell, and have a happy Halloween. All right, on to our very first piece of Newsy news. This is posted on the Kurosanji subreddit, and this is posted by Secure Key, and it says, any color threatening legal action against slander, trolling, vandalism, etc. posted between November 1st, 2023 and October 31st, 2024. So this is in regards to a article that's been posted on the Any Color website. So this is pretty much the translation using DeepL so we can get a better understanding of what this statement actually says. So the statement reads, we are pleased to report the results of our activities as our offensive and defamatory conduct response team, November 1st, 2023 to October 31st, 2024. For details, please refer to the following, which is this thing. Our impressions of the activities during the period under review. Basic stance of the company. The company has responded to the various types of defamatory and offensive actions against the company's subscribers, and the company, as described in the types of actions reacted to above. The company will not tolerate any messages that clearly deviate from the realm of commentary and are deemed to infringe on the rights of the company's livers and the company. For this reason, during the period covered by this report, we have aggressively pursued criminal charges against communications by filing a request for disclosure of the sender's information, subsequent claims for damages, and criminal charges of insult, libel, obstruction of business in light of the fact that the pursuit of legal responsibility is the only way to hold perpetrators of slanderous and defamatory acts accountable for their words and actions, and that we believe our resolute stance will contribute to the health of the creator community, including distributors. We have decided to hold perpetrators of slanderous and defamatory acts accountable in both civil and criminal cases. In light of this, we will continue to pursue the perpetrators of defamatory acts with the greatest possible degree of legal responsibility, both civil and criminal. We will continue to take this stance in the future. In such cases, we use various legal approaches to identify the posters and pursue legal responsibility against them. In court cases concerning these irregular acts of slander and libel, the company's claims have been consistently approved, and we have realized that the judicial situation concerning slander and libel issues has been changing in favor of the victims. We have quantitative and qualitative accumulated know-how in the area of successful legal responses to various defamation cases, which we intend to share with creators suffering from defamation cases through the industry associations to which we belong. We will continue to work closely with our stakeholders and take more proactive and effective measures against offensive and defamatory actions in order to establish a system that allows our livers to conduct their activities with peace of mind and for our fans to enjoy our content. Finally, the report offensive or slanderous behavior form on our corporate website is available for reports of offensive or slanderous behavior, as well as for reports of unauthorized reproduction of shitama videos, short videos, live event videos, etc., and for reports of spoofing, etc. They're coming down hard. Okay, so obviously, it's probably not obvious, but like obviously slandering people, death threats and crazy things like that obviously needs to be stomped out. Like, that is not okay. I think we can all agree that is a reasonable response, right? However, when the call is coming from inside the house, I think that's the part that is really ridiculous. When people are like whistleblowing, saying like, hey, you're treating your livers poorly, and people are whistleblowing on that, that's different. So it's a little bit confusing. Niji has just been so tone deaf in regards to this. It's so frustrating. This is where it becomes relevant to the Western audience here. So this person's saying, thank you for your continued support. Overseas, controversial VTubers are reporting news based on sources such as 4chan by making videos and distributing them. And not only are VTuber fans taking it seriously, but even agency-affiliated and individual VTubers are making a joke of it. So I'd appreciate it if you could also submit your report in English. So this person has screen capped False ID, Kyo, and Rima. Oh, these news tubers, they're the ones that are really perpetrating this horrible rumor, right? It's not a rumor that people want to yeet themselves from the planet after working for this company. So if we're reporting on truth, then I don't think that's a problem. But the thing is, when you're drinking the Any Color Kool-Aid for far too long, anyone who stands against them is a villain. And it doesn't really make much sense here. This type of work culture is not okay. And that's really what we're reporting on, right? So it's super frustrating. This person states the obvious. I guess that's not obvious if you're not in the West. Chapu says the U.S. First Amendment protections supersede hurt feeling. Overseas people are safe from black companies, as we should be, right? Like, this is not okay. So then this person says the negative rumor activity from overseas is getting very serious. It hasn't recovered at all since the Tatsuki graduation incident. Let me just give you my thoughts on this. Okay. I think it's hilarious that Any Color is so tone deaf that literally 2 days ago, they had a talent bawl their eyes out and clearly say in no uncertain words that they're leaving due to management.
I don't know. I guess I feel like it sucks because whatever. What's the worst that they could do? Fire me right now? I hate that you guys are the ones that have to be hurt by this decision. But you know what caused me to have made these decisions are people that will probably never care and probably don't know anything about me. What I meant for people that will never know my name or what I even do, it's for the suits upstairs.
2 days later, they are tweeting about suing for defamation against people online. Like, holy crap, get a grip. And to be fair, yes, there are bad actors online and they should stop. Do not harass people, anyone, IRL, VTuber, etc. But Any Color is the one literally leaving their talents in shambles.
I felt like maybe things were turning around or something. I don't know.
They have been called out by their own talent over and over.
Previously, I had a boss, maybe owed me a little bit of money still, but has a yacht.
I mean, at the end of the day, I really think that everyone has good intentions, you know, of being like, hey, like, you know, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but like, you're treating your people poorly. Maybe you should change that. And instead of actually doing something, they just come down with like the, you know, litigation. I think it's really frustrating. Anyways, here's what some of the people on Reddit gotta say. Storm says, hey, Any Color, I want to report some slander against your livers. Links to black streaming. Cole says, people who don't live in Japan, good effing luck. Yeah, exactly. Rules for thee, but not for me, huh? Chemical Cheek says, wow, they really want to use their money on everything except the livers. Right? It's, yeah. Also, yeah, good luck suing and everyone outside Japan. Happy says, take a gander at the news page in NIJISANJI's homepage of both languages and notice that they have an article for Japanese and not for English. They didn't even care to translate this for their fan base overseas. Coincidentally, their statement regarding the Yab incident also wasn't shared in English. That's weird, hey? That's bizarre. I wonder why. Almost a year now, and they haven't learned that silencing criticism with threats ain't the way to go for non-JP audience. Treat your livers better. Be an actual good company. You know, like, come on. Like, this shouldn't be this way. It shouldn't be this way. Any Color is just not getting the message. They are not willing to fix themselves from within. And it's super frustrating. It's super frustrating that instead of actually like dealing with their problems, they just hire a lawyer to sue everyone out of existence. So that may work in Japan, but that don't work here. In the West, we pride ourselves on honesty. I mean, obviously we have our problems too, but like free speech is such an important pillar in society. And you know, like, it's just really sad. It's really sad that Any Color has to go to these lengths to protect themselves instead of actually working on themselves. We're all like a bunch of people who want to enjoy VTubers, you know? Can you just fix yourself so that way you don't have such a toxic workplace? And the answer is a resounding no, which is super frustrating. Okay, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is Kunai Nakasato, and Kunai was a female virtual YouTuber affiliated with NIJISANJI's 9th Wave TTT. She graduated on September 21st, became SunnySplosion. So, why are we talking about Sunny? Well, this is posted on the Kurosanji subreddit. This is posted by AJ Shell, and it says, Sunny drops a bombshell about how much money she made during her heist. And when she says heist, she means her time at NIJISANJI. And this is on merch specifically. So if you have read through Any Color or even Cover Corp's financial statements, you'll see that the majority of their money is not from streaming. It's actually from merch. Okay. So what Sunny is about to say is on merch specifically. Okay. So now that we know that, let's take a listen, shall we?
So if I sell like 12 bundles, I will have made the same amount off of merch as I did in my entire heist. So,
wow.
I think we can do that.
Wow.
I never, ever throw shade, but I went and I added it all up. No fucking way. And by the way, it's not like I'm a, it's a very rough heist.
It's a very rough heist. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. So let's see what some of the people on Reddit got to say. AJ says, she responded to one chatter saying that the minimal a streamer can get with Kawa Entertainment is 35%. Full bundle is $77.77. The cost of just buying 12 bundles is $933.24. So $326.63. Unless 35% is the 35% of profits of the sale instead of the purchase price, in which case it's even smaller. It's public info that Kawa's non-exclusive contract is a minimum of 35% of profits to the streamer, Kawa staff. Grinch says, seriously, it keeps getting worse. It keeps looking worse for them. When you think it's all over, something new comes out, either something stupid from NIJISANJI themselves or an ex-liver talking about something that happened there. And then this person, Akurata, says, ... I made more from streaming than that. It's ridiculous what they're getting paid at Niji. Why are people going? Why are people still supporting? This is, it's companies like this that make VTubing look bad. It's really sad. But yeah, Sunny, congratulations on getting indie, and hopefully you're able to make more than you made at Niji, but it sounds like that you can do it. You absolutely can do it. So congratulations that you have escaped, and hopefully you're able to move on and have a wonderful, fulfilling life and also make some money from streaming, which you deserve. All right, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is posted on the Kurusanji subreddit, and this is posted by Squalfin, and it says, Dooby talks about how much invested in her 3D studio. So it says, need some help with the numbers since I'm not from America, but I think a single camera was about $35K, and she wants to buy more. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's take a listen.
I need to get like another mocap camera. I'm planning to, but they're a little expensive. I saw some people talking about it in clips and stuff, wondering how expensive my mocap cameras are. It's pretty expensive. Each camera was about, I think, $350. In total, everything cost about the price of like a car. Oh, that's just for the cameras. Say like 19K.
Whoa.
Yeah. But at the same time,
whoa.
If you come into money and you're thinking about what's the best way to spend it, wouldn't investing in yourself and future technologies be a good way?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe. Not for each camera, no, altogether.
Wow. Okay, so it sounds like a 19K studio? Wow, that's insane. That's incredible. Let's see what some of the people on Reddit got to say. Drake says, the one cover uses in their studio is like 59K USD each, and they have more than 200 of them. So yeah, she definitely uses a much cheaper one considering what she states here are all total of all cameras is only 19K. Quick Diver says, I wonder how much she earned while active in Hololive to be able to build that kind of home studio. Even Aragus managed to build his own too. 2% would never. Well, that's really cool. Good job, Dooby. All right, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is Mori Calliope. Mori Calliope is a female English-speaking virtual YouTuber associated with Hololive. Why are we talking about Mori? This is posted on the Hololive subreddit, 3D live concert, J-Rap in plus new 3D model reveal. I'm not gonna obviously look through it. We'll just step through it really quickly. This is just the concert itself, which is like really cool. Oh, we got Fumoko is here too. Super cool. And then also some special guests here too. So this is the guy from Persona 3. So yeah, this is really interesting. I feel like Hololive puts on like amazing concerts. So here's some other additional screenshots here. This is like an IRL person. Diablo says, Calli getting to perform a Persona 3 track with Lotus Juice has got to be a bucket list item for her. So happy she got to do it. Nepa says, this is such a good retrospective on Calli's career as a whole. It even has the EN curse making an appearance too. She's absolutely killing it so far. And then here on the Hololive subreddit posted by Sonic 2008, Calli has Lotus Juice from Persona 3 in her 3D live singing It's Going Down Now. Master of Disuide says, I love VTubing as a flex of technology. If you're into 3D concerts, go check this out. Okay, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is Minato Aqua. Minato Aqua was a female Japanese virtual YouTuber associated with Hololive. Minato Aqua has graduated and has become Yuuki Sakuna. So Yuuki Sakuna is now an independent Japanese-speaking VTuber. So why are we talking about Yuuki? Well, Yuuki had to answer some questions from Marshmallows, and this is titled Sakuna Answers Awkward Question Tactfully. And it says, the Oshi I had supported since a long time ago suddenly abandoned me. I feel uneasy supporting you. Is it okay for me to trust you and support you? Wow. And then she says, well, this question might look mean-spirited on first glance. I mean, that's what I thought too. But I'm sure the person asking it is burdened by a great sadness. Okay, that's fair. However, I don't know the details. I don't know who the Oshi they've supported for a long time is, but... One thing that comes to mind is, did they really abandon you? I think that is a valid question. There could be various circumstances that led them to not remaining where they were. How do I say this? Even though they might not have abandoned you, I think it's possible for you to interpret it as if they did. That's what I think. I mean, no one would think of just abandoning someone, right? You know? Sometimes people do things because there's no other choice. Wow. That's totally possible, right? But sometimes, without looking at the direction they want to take you, won't be able to know that. Yes, when I'm looking at it from various points of view, I think it's possible to take it in that way. So, while I would like you to not feel depressed about it, at the same time, about this question of, can I trust you and support you? Please do as you like. If you want to support me, please go ahead. If you don't want to support me, then you don't have to. Anything is fine, because it's your decision. That's what I think. Perfectly worded. So professional. Wow, she's absolutely great. She's so good. That was the most perfect response to that question. And I wonder if, like, maybe that was... I mean, it didn't sound like she was, like, reading off a script. That sounded, like, really genuine and, like, honest. Because she's like, you know, you get to choose. It's like, it's not like a begging thing. It's not like, oh, please, please, please. It's just like, hey, you know what? You get to choose. I think that was absolutely beautiful, the way she worded it. The thing is, like, we don't really know what happened behind the scenes. And we never really will unless the talent decides to tell us, right? Yeah, just know that she made the right decision for her. And don't feel too badly about it because she's still here. She's still here, just in a different form. So if you want to support her, please do so. And like she said, if you don't want to, that's okay too. That is up to you and that is your choice. What an absolute professional. What a G. All right, on to our next piece of Newsy News. This is Kissy Chu. So they're an ASMR and digital artist. So why are we talking about them? Well, they'd had some not great stuff happen. Kissy Chu says banned midstream with no explanation during a Safer Work ASMR Halloween themed stream where I played as a werewolf. Twitch support, can I know why I got suspended? So the suspension length is 7 days. Kusu VTuber says, no way, Puppy Chu was just banned on Twitch live stream right now without breaking any rules. She was literally talking calmly to chat in a healthy way without showing sexualization and just caressing the microphone. This is the exact frame which she was banned. Kissy Chu says, Peel was denied, by the way. Looks like what could be a Loli VTuber, which Twitch is cracking down on. Yeah, so Loli and ASMR, like the deadly mix on Twitch, right? Until Twitch gets their new system in place, and I know the new system is coming out in January of next year, but until they get their new system in place, it really would be nice to be like, hey, this is an itemized list of like where this happened, what's not okay. The fact that we all have to just guess at this point is really frustrating. So anyways, that's what's happened with Kissy-Chu. On to our next piece of newsy news. This is Xenia, VTuber, who is the commander of the Starship Orca. They're not having a great time either. It's posted on the virtual YouTuber subreddit by Danganronpa. Says, VTuber Xenia's ASMR video is removed but given back within 3 hours. So at least there's some hope there. So Xenia, this is a screenshot saying, and Xenia says, what? My video was taken down. All I can do for you is apparently against terms of service to say I was only whispering that. And this timestamp, I'm not sure where it's a violation. So it says, kidnapped on Halloween by Yandere. While great that the removed video got reinstated, it's also very telling of the times here. It's very telling of the times in this window of internet that YouTube and Twitch are cracking down on ASMR people. They're cracking down on Loli people. From what I'm seeing, just because of what I'm constantly seeing every week, from what I'm seeing, it just doesn't seem like YouTube or Twitch are safe spaces for these particular types of streamers anymore. So it's not a total surprise, not a total shock. In this window of time, this is what we are to expect from these juggernaut platforms. All right, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is about NEXAS. And if you remember, NEXAS is the quote-unquote My Hero Academia style agency for VTubers, hosted by Danganronpa. It says, NEXAS announced they will not use AI at any point of their productions. So this is like a screenshot from NEXAS, and it says, Dear NEXAS community, we're making this announcement as we believe it's important to clearly state our values and have them heard by the community. Every talent avatar at NEXAS is crafted by trusted and dedicated artists, riggers, and technicians who play an irreplaceable role in this community. We do not and will not use any AI in any way that would compromise or replace their artistry. We are dedicated to ensuring that their creative expertise will remain essential to our mission and into the future. Thank you once again for your unwavering support of our talents. NEXAS management. So, I mean, NEXAS has come under hot water for how they have this quote-unquote battle royale style agency. However, this is actually a correct response, right? AI is so prevalent in our society and it'll only become more and more prevalent. So the fact that NEXAS is actually being like, yeah, we stand behind our artists, we're not going to do this, actually pretty cool. All right, let's see what some of the people on Reddit got to say. And this person, Beryl, says, NEXAS has famously or infamously put out a metric F-ton of VTubers to little or no fanfare. I say this with the context for those interested anyway. Doesn't seem like the VTuber spam is getting a lot of recognition. I'd wager the quality of some of the models has led to theories within interested parties. That said, it's weird that they'd comment on it instead of ignoring it. And then DigiGreat says, it's because the app they're partnered with, AnyLive, is debuting and managing their own VTubers. The Jumpstart program and some of the latest ones strongly appear to be machine generated. So this is taking distance from their controversy, like Cap distance from Harry way back when. Lithania says, this doesn't mean AI won't be used. It just means AI won't be used in a way that the company believes will compromise their artists, whatever that means. Before my company announced layoffs, they also had the same language about how they wouldn't do anything that wasn't for the good of its employees. I mean, it sounds like they're like, we're not using AI to craft talent. But yeah, I mean, yeah, these Redditors make a very good point. AI is kind of prevalent and other things too. It's a very umbrella word that encompasses a lot. But yeah, I mean, interesting. Yeah, it's very interesting that NEXAS would put out this statement. Okay. All right, I guess we'll hold you to that, NEXAS. Okay, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is Mint Fantome, who's also called Maid Mint. She is a female English Japanese-speaking virtual YouTuber. All right, so Mint is having a debut of a new outfit. So this is Mint 3.0 debut, and it's happening on Halloween, which makes sense because she is a ghost. So she'll be live in about 5 hours. This is as of filming. Go support Mint and go see her new outfit, which is very exciting. All right, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is posted on Twitter/X. This is Stream Charts. And it says, this is the top English-speaking VTubers in Q3. So when they pull this data, they pull this from YouTube and Twitch. So back in number one spot is Iron Mouse. And then all at the bottom is Watson Amelia, which makes sense. Makes sense considering. I know a lot of people griefed me about this in yesterday's comments. I know she didn't quote-unquote graduate, and she still kind of has a foot in the door there. But she is streaming independently. So what do you call it? I don't know. It's the first time that's ever happened in here. So like, yes, she didn't quote unquote graduate, but she kind of did. Anyways, it's listen, it's very touchy. It's very touchy, and obviously people are very offended by it. Don't shoot the messenger, people, okay? All right, on to our next piece of Newsy News. This is interesting. It's always so interesting when the VTuber sphere merges with IRL. So this is Junk. So Junk says, you can put this down as one of the top 3 things I've ever done as a VTuber. So here is Junk being interviewed on the news, on the local news. So let's take a look here. This is in regards to a YumaCon returns to Huntington Place in Detroit. So let's take a look here. We're not going to watch the whole thing, obviously, but let's take a look here.
Much more. Joining us live to talk about YumaCon is Junk this morning. He's a self-described 80s virtual YouTuber coming at you through a space-time Ethernet connection.
Wow.
Junk, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me.
It's my pleasure. Do you go by just Junk, or is it Mr. Junk, or?
Oh, Junk is totally fine.
Sweet. You know,
Thank you.
I feel like we're brothers in arms. You get up early and you have great hair like that. I mean, it's wonderful. YouTuber, explain to me a little bit more about what
okay, let's do this.
So people turning in say, who is Jason talking to here? This is talk to me about VTubing.
Oh, here we go.
So VTubing is kind of like trick or treating if you think about it, except I do it all times of the year. We put on this little costume virtually, and we kind of get to be this character. We kind of got to have a little bit of a soft acting role here. You know, for those who are a little bit more camera shy, not like yourself. I can kind of hide from the camera a little bit here.
I know it works. I actually think I've been pushing for us to take the newscast this way for years.
Wow. Okay, this is like really cool. It's just like, what is happening here? Yes, so the real life and VTubing is kind of meshing together. And that's interesting that the news anchor mentioned, oh man, we should have VTubers in news. Maybe we're on to something. Anyways, I just thought that was really cool. And obviously a big win for Junk. Congratulations, Junk. I love it. That is awesome. It's always so cool to like see our culture bleed into like, IRL stuff. And it's pretty neat. So great job, Junk, on supporting the VTuber community and kind of breaking new ground. Well done. Fantastic. All right, on to our next piece of Newsy News. This is just really cute art I want to show you guys. This is from HMV Books. And look how cute this is. Look how cute everyone looks. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I just wanted to end off with something super, super cute. I'll show you guys this. This was something that was kind of sad, but then it turned into something kind of happy. I wanted to share this with you. I'm not sure if you guys know who Mega64 is, but this is Mega64. They are like, I've loved them for a long time. They're a sketch comedy troupe that they do like a lot of like funny video game sketches, like just like stupid things and like even like Dragon Ball stuff. Anyways, this is them. It was the day before yesterday. They had like a stream saying like pretty much that they were going to close up shop if they didn't have any support or help because they got scammed out of like thousands of dollars. And it was gonna like put their whole thing out of business. And it was like super sad because like Mega64 has been around for such a long time. I even met them when like they came to Toronto like so long ago. I was watching their live stream and like I was like crying. It was like, oh my God, like I can't believe like Mega64 is like going through all this stuff. Like I can't believe people would do such terrible things to them, right? So like they're just kind of like doing like a, hey, we're super in debt from like being scammed. Like we have 7 people who work here and if we don't have any help within the next 2 weeks, we got to close up shop, right? And like the amount of support that like came out of the community was like incredible to the point where like they're able to like continue. So it's great. It's super great. So anyways, this is Rocco. So Rocco is the guy, he's the chubby guy. So this is Rocco, this is Sean, and this is Derek, okay? Anyways, they're Mega64. I love them. They're great. Anyways, so Rocco posted this on his Twitter. Maybe you've seen enough mushy stuff about Mega64 already, especially in a time where there's way more important stuff going on, but I can't state enough how much the last day has raised our spirits. We came into work ready to call it off for good, and your support lifted us totally. I didn't want to make it all about myself. I honestly do that enough already, but over the years, during the rough patches, I went into a ton of personal debt just to cover many expenses at Mega64. It was dumb to do, but I just loved working here and I tried not to think about it. I'm lucky that most of my time in my life has been positive, but it got very mentally broken in recent weeks with the idea that I may never solve the problem as well as other issues we mentioned on stream. It got bad, but people helped so much. I am so grateful. We have had to have a crash course on a ton of things doing Mega 64 as early as we did. There is no playbook, and we've never been businessmen. I have made so many mistakes. We are unbelievably lucky to have had the second chance that we've had because of your support. Thank you. So I'm like, oh my god, Rocco! Anyway, so that's some happy news. So happy news about Mega 64. I was like heartbroken. I was like, not Mega 64, no way. If you haven't seen any of their work, I'll show you. Their skits about like Dragon Ball is like incredible. Oh, okay. Like this is the stuff that they make. So stupid. Yahoo! I threw this guy. No! Ah! It's stupid. So dumb. It's so dumb. Oh my god. Yahoo! Woohoo! Ah, no! Excellent. Okay. Sorry, this is Billion's time, but
My name's Billy, the 2 girls, 1 cup showing everybody traveler. I've traveled to every inch of the globe showing people 2 girls, 1 cup on my computer. Getting hilarious reactions.
Oh, no.
They're so funny. People are grossed out. But I guess some people don't appreciate my work, and I've been getting some complaints that people are sick of seeing 2 girls, 1 cup. Well, I know some people who haven't seen 2 girls, 1 cup.
people in the past.
What? Am I crazy? No! Because with my new time traveling belt, I can show whoever I want! Whoa!
Billy and his time belt. Billy, go to time, Billy and his time belt.
All right, here we are in 1775, and who are we gonna get? George Washington.
I cannot tell a lie.
Well, not tell a
I
lie.
cannot tell a lie. That is the morals of this country that I founded.
Hey, Mr. First President.
Yes, young man.
Just want you to check this out. Watch this video.
What are we looking at here?
All right, hit and play. No.
No.
You from the British?
British?
Oh, no. She's wild.
Go to town.
All right, here we are.
Okay, I can't imagine anymore. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh my god. So guys, that was Billion's time belt. That was Billion's time belt. Oh my god. Okay. So anyways, what I'm trying to say is make sure to support your creators who make you haha, because it's so good. Anyways, but yeah, that's it for the VTuber Newsy News, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you all have a fantastic and wonderful Halloween. Eat as much candy as you can, and just have a wonderful time. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Mwah! Bye-bye. Thanks for watching the video. Shout out to my patrons that help make these videos possible. If you want to help support the channel, you can always join me at Patreon, subscribe to me on Twitch, or become a member on YouTube. I also have links to merch in the description below. As always, I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!